Welcome to GKey Solutions Private Limited.
SQL Server Integration Services, Classes and Real-Time Interview Questions and Answers. Part 4. What is FlatFile Destination and the different formats available in it?
In this class, we are going to discuss about what is FlatFile Destination and the different formats available in it. Before getting know about it, we have to know what is OLEDB source. In SSIS, that is SQL Server Integration Services, is a data source component used to extract data from databases that support OLEDB connections like SQL Server, Oracle, Access, etc. It allows you to connect to a database using OLEDB Connection Manager. It retrieves data using table or view or a SQL query. It used to send the data into SSIS data flow for further transformation or loading. Now we'll know about FlatFile Destination. In SQL Server Integration Services, a FlatFile Destination is a component in the data flow task that is used to export or write data from your data flow into a flat file such as .txt, .csv and fixed width files. There are different types of formats available in FlatFile Destination. First one would be delimited file. It is like most common. Columns are separated by a specific character, that is comma, tab or pipe. And next one would be fixed width file. Here columns have predefined characters length, no delimiters between fields. Each column starts and ends at a specific character positions. And next one would be fixed width with row delimiters. Columns are defined by the fixed widths. An extra column delimited by the new line characters is added to define a row delimiters. And fourth one would be ragged right. The columns are defined by fixed width except last one, which is delimited by the new line character. Let's see these things practically by using SSIS package. Here we are going to create a package to load files or to test different formats in FlatFile Destination. I'm just renaming this different FlatFile formats. For this, what I'll do is I'll just take one data flow task. Here I'm just taking the data from employee table and I'll load this data into a different FlatFile formats. Here I am at demo at GKey database and this employee is the table that I'm going to take into different FlatFile formats. For this I have to connect to this demo at GKey database. And this says to connect to our source as a database, I have to use OLEDB source here. That's why we have discussed about OLEDB source in the previous slide. Here we have to make connection. I have already established a connection. I'm taking this one. I've shown it in before classes how to make connection to a different server and different database. And from here I'm taking table or view. Why? Because I'm directly connecting to table. Here there will be different options. We can connect to a table or view. We can make it as a table or view name as variable. You can write SQL command and you can take SQL command from variable as well. Now I'm taking directly table. The table name is called employee. This is the table and let's preview the data in it. This is the data available in the employee table, and this one we are going to load into different FlatFile formats. For that we are going to take FlatFile Destination. As we discussed in the previous slide, there are different types of FlatFile destinations available here. If you open here, if you click on new FlatFile connection, it will show you the different connections available in FlatFile Destination. One is delimited, second one is fixed width, and third one is fixed width row delimiter and ragged right. We'll test one by one here. First we'll see the delimited 1. Here the flat file connection, you can make any connection here. I'm just delimited connection like this. I'm taking the connection here, delimited destination or something. This way we can have this, and I'm trying to browse a file here, and I'm trying to create one file here to browse it. Why? Because we should have some file here, and I'm giving this delimited dest as a file name. You can give any name here. This is the text file that I'm taking, and let's see this. These are the columns from the source. This is a delimited format that we are taking. Okay. And coming to the mappings, these are mapped directly. If is there any changes in the columns, we have to manually map these things. And I'm trying to load the data by starting the package. Now the package got executed and 10 rows have been inserted into FlatFile Destination. We'll check these things here. In this way, the data has been loaded into the delimited dest file that we have created in this location. Let's see the next format in availabe destination. For that, I'm just copying this thing as now we are checking the fixed width. Just opening, and I'm deleting this destination. I'm taking this FlatFile destination again. Same table we are loading into the different format of the flat file. Now I'm making fixed width file here. Fixed width is the connection name, and I'm just browsing the file here. I'm just creating that file with a fixed width name. You can take any name here. I'm just taking fixed width here. See, if you take the fixed width format, the format is changed into fixed width here. And coming to the columns, you can see the fixed width format here. In advance, you'll be having what are different column length, input column length, or data type name. Based on your target file, you can change all these things, even the name of the column. These things you can change. If the length is too high for the thing, you can change the length as well. In this way, you can format these things in advanced. And if you preview the data, there's no data now. It is not yet loaded, and we are mapping it to the destination. We are trying to load the data. Now 10 rows got inserted into the table, and fixed width file has been created. Let's see the data, how it has been loaded. See, here for the fixed width, this is the width of 11, and from John to the next column it is 50, and from here to here it is 50, and here to, I'm just expanding this file, and then we can see from here to here it is kind of a 50, and here to here it will take 50. How these things are mean here, like you can just see here in advanced. If you go to advanced, first column is with 11 length, that is 11 from 1 to here, this is 11, and the second one would be first name is like 50. We'll just check the last one. Last one also is input is 45, and we'll check it here. This is the last one, that it also having 45 of length here. In this way, the fixed width is going to take the length based on the input column's length, and we can modify this column length as well in the advanced tab. This is how the fixed width length flat files are going to be loaded by taking the length from the input column, or you can modify it in advanced tab. Let's see the next format. And in this format, we are going to test the next thing. Here I'm also copying the same task, and I'm making changes for this. Here we are going to take it as a, I'm just removing it, taking the length here. FlatFile destination I'm taking. Next format we are going to test here. Next format is like fixed width with row delimiter. What it is going to do is, the columns are defined by fixed widths. An extra column or delimited by the new line characters is added to define row delimiters. Here what it's going to do is, it's going to create an extra column delimited by new line characters. It is added to define a row delimiter. It is going to add the row delimiter based on extra column created in this. We are taking this format here. I'm making a fixed width with row delimiter. This will be the name of this connection here. I'm just browsing. Here I'm creating a new file. You can give any name for it. I'm just giving this name for the convenience. See here, the format is like drag right, it's going to take, and in advance also it is going to be like this, and we'll check how it's going to perform. Here 10 rows got inserted. Let's see this data here. See, here also the same length is going to be taken here, and from this one new row has been created and it has come to the next row. From here new row delimiter has been created. It is going to come to the next level. And to know the difference for this, say for example here also you will be having 45 length here. To know about it, we have to check the next format, then you'll come to know about the difference from here. Why? Because in the next format it is going to reduce this length. It is going to just from here the new line is going to be started. Let's see that thing practically. And I'm making the same copy for this. Dragged right, we can call it as. I'm just deleting this one and trying to take a FlatFile destination again here. I'm making another drag right connection. Let's check this one. What is drag right? The columns are defined by fixed widths except last one, which is delimited by the new line character, that means it is going to reduce the last column's length and it will just skip to the next row. That it is going to like perform here, and we are taking it. Right is the connection name that I am taking. I'm just trying to browse the and giving this name as the file name, and drag right it is going to take. And for the mapping it is directly mapped, and we are trying to load this file. The file has been loaded. Let's check this file. See here what the difference is like. For the previous file there is 45 length, it has been taken. Now it has kept the 45. Why? Because from the next line of the last column it is going to skip to the next row. It is not going to take the length of that last column only, because here the length is limited here. The remaining 45 length has been skipped and it get into the new row. But in fixed width thing, you see it is taking the whole 45 length. In this way, the last column it is going to skip the row delimiter and it will get into the next row. In this way, these two things are differed in their functionalities. And fixed width, it is going to take the fixed width, and fixed width row delimiter, it will create another column as a row delimiter. That will check. Let's see, this is the third one, right? Once you get into the connection, if you see, it is going to create a row delimiter, an extra column it is going to create for each row. It will just skip into the next row. That the functionalities it is going to do in fixed width. I think you got some idea about these different FlatFile destination formats. For the practical purposes, I'll put this package and the remaining things in the description. You can check there. Thank you.
Stay connected with GKey IT solutions on all your favorite platforms. Follow us on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest content. Join the GKey community and grow your IT career with us.